Hello my friends, I am G Hondo and welcome back to our Let's Play of OpenTTD Season 2. This is episode 52, I do believe. My memory's not getting so good no more, but anyway, I'm pretty sure this is 52. In the last episode, which I guess was 51, the major thing we accomplished was setting up a route here between Sistok and Gresningham because it came up with two separate missions for us. So now we have mail and passengers headed that way. I think I also added some boats to one of our... I can't remember if it was this one or a different one. But we added some boats as well. I left myself a note about that. So anyway, let's get rolling. So I hope everyone's enjoying the series thus far. There's going to be a slight change to the format that I've been doing. Up until now, I've been doing 3 20-minute episodes and 30 or sometimes more, but generally a 30-minute episode every day. Since I've started a new series on Aurora, and I'm really into that game as well, what I've decided to do is do Aurora as a bit of a similar series to this. So instead of doing 4 of these and then only doing Aurora or Rail Tycoon as a bonus episode, what I'm going to do is instead do just 2 or 3 of OpenTTD per day, so that I can do 1 or 2 Auroras per day, and then save Rail Tycoon as bonus episodes. So that is the plan. All right. Excuse me. So let's see here. In terms of missions we got going on, I'm not sure that any of these are going to finish quickly. I'll put the speed up when I can, but I've got stuff going on in the background, so my CPU is a little busy at the moment, but this is the only one that seems close, but even then I don't think it's going to finish. That's still a fairly large capacity it's asking for. Actually they all kind of are. Maybe actually this one might be the closest one, although I'm just using road vehicles. These buses hold, what, 34? So basically every 3 runs is 100, so it's going to be 60 runs in total. And I have 2 of them, so 30 runs each. Yeah, that's not going to finish real soon. Okay. Well, this is a pretty short one in terms of volume, although I seem to recall... Yeah, the production here is terrible. So, even though it's a very small demand, and it's already well on its way, it still may not actually finish off anytime real soon, so that is unfortunate. But anyway, we'll do what we can. Is there actually? I should look. If there's another farm nearby, it might be worth connecting it just to speed this along, because this factory here comes up a lot in the Busy Bee, so it's clearly favored. So I could either extend this further down, or one over, or one up and over. I think I'm just going to go straight across. Yeah, I think I'm just going to build straight across. Assuming this has decent production. Oh, that's fine. That's totally fine. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to build us a quick little rail to help speed things along here. Supplies both. Excellent. And somewhere over here, there it is. And what I'll do is I'll just use the control click here, so that this counts as that same as the truck station here, and that way we don't have to worry about messing around too much. We can just connect this straight away. Close both of those so I have a little more room to see what I'm doing here. And let's drag us out into there or so. That should do. That'll do it. There you go. I cannot see. Looks about there though. Oh, really? After all that? So you can build rail on top of existing rail and the game couldn't care less, but if you try and do it where a station is, it just completely trashes everything you just drew. So it can complain about that one square It's kind of annoying, to be honest. But anyway. I think I overshot that. No, maybe not. We're good. Awesome. Okay. Let's get a depot going here. Right there will be fine. And we need a Jinzu. And because this one often asks for both grain and livestock, what I'm going to do is put in some of each. So I'm going to do 2 grain and 2 livestock. Awesome. The other thing I'm going to do before we let this even get going is I'm going to check if they have car replacements. Yes, they do. Strange. And grain, I think I was already doing. Yes, I was. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, so this is... I could type grain and livestock to Lewis Head. Perfect. Right, we can close that, set the route. So you start from the depot. You come down here to the farm, and then over here to drop off at the factory. I'm not going to do full loads. What I am going to do, though, is I'm just going to make this our current train to watch. You'll probably notice every couple of episodes, the ones that are already up on the screen when I start recording change. That's because it's a new day and I just pick them at random. So, in case you're ever wondering why there doesn't seem to be that much consistency, that would be why. But anyway, I can barely remember what episode I'm on, let alone what vehicles I had out last time. So, that's okay. I'd really like to put the speed up, but something is dragging my CPU down, so I don't think this is going to work for very long, but we'll try it. Yeah, I dropped to 16 frames per second there, so that's clearly not going to work. Between episodes, I'll have to dig in and see what's doing it, see if I can kill off any processes, because something's clearly dragging my CPU. It's sitting at 92% and I'm just running on normal speed. Normally my CPU would be around 60 to 70% in this case, and it's only when I put the speed up that it jumps to 90. So I'm not sure what it's doing. I'm not sure at all. But anyway. Okay, so a bit of a hill there, a bit more there. I think this will be worth, once this train's past all this, because I can't build wall trains there, I think I'm going to rip all this track up and build a tunnel. It's going to be expensive, but it'll really speed this train up, because right now every time it goes over those hills, it's really slowing down. So let's give it a minute to get past here, and let's fix this problem. So let's trash all this for a minute. Probably did too many squares there, but that's okay. There we go. So yeah, that costs $500,000, so it's very expensive to build a tunnel, but it is definitely worthwhile, because now that train will continue at full speed over that section instead of slowing down drastically. And like I say, because this comes up so often, I think it's worth it. Because this is, Busy Bee does tend to repeat a lot, and this is one I've noticed coming up an awful lot, so I think it's definitely worthwhile. The only problem, of course, is if this farm ever expires on us, then that was really a waste, but for now, this will let this train, once it gets around this corner, because it'll slow down a little bit, but this whole section, it'll go at full speed. I guess it'll slow down a lot because I got maintenance on, never mind, but anyway. So instead of it coming to here and then having to slow down again, getting to here, having to slow down again, it can just keep accelerating right through that tunnel. And it's going to be awesome. See? Much, much better. That shaves probably a week, maybe 2 weeks off the total trip, just from the speed change. It's hard to tell for sure, of course, but it definitely is much, much faster. And in the time, and it should have no trouble getting a full load. Just in the time it takes to go back and forth. There's enough stuff here, I don't even need to set a full load deliberately. Looks like it should have no trouble getting full load all by itself. Groovy. Alright. And we're rolling again. And again, on the way back, it can go full speed again, and that will be great. Especially on the way back when it's fully loaded, so it's heavier. It's tougher to actually accelerate, right? So, this will be good. Awesome. Oh, slight downfall, of course, while it's in the tunnel, you can't actually see it, but so it just looks like you're panning over the landscape, but that's alright. That's cool, too. You're trying to leave and you're getting stuck. Must have too many vehicles in this area. Looks like there's quite a lineup. I'll have to go and look at that in a minute. I just want to make sure this one's in and sorting. Because I think that'll actually complete this mission. We're very close to having this extra boost here. This should get it done in no time, which is cool. Yeah, that jumped at about, what, 14% all by itself. So this will not take long at all. I do want to pop over here and take a look. Of course, it's really hard to see with all these buildings here, but we definitely have a massive backlog on the valuables, and they're holding up the mail in turn. Okie dokie. Well, that tells me that we need to get rid of some of these, so start by getting rid of this one here. And that will help a little bit in future. I may still have to get rid of more of them, but for now, I generally prefer just to trim single vehicles off at a time rather than culling large numbers of them. So I don't want to over-cull the route and therefore start having it not be productive. So I tend to, it's slower, it takes more time to get the route proper, but I tend to prefer culling them out one at a time, whenever possible. As I recall, is this the city where I can't ever find the depot? Probably, looks like it. So I built the depot long before the city grew, and it was out in the open and easy to see, and then the city grew so much I can't find it anymore. If this is the one I'm thinking of. It might be a different city I'm talking about. I can't remember. Actually, it says right there it's going to Pronstow, so the depot for that, I do know where that one is. That one's okay. Alright, awesome. Alright, so once that vehicle arrives, we'll be able to sell it off. And that will help the Fort Bedminster area a little bit, having one less vehicle blocking the route while they're trying to get their work done. And that's cool. Very, very good. Welcome aboard, sir, so thanks you for your efforts, and goodbye. You are out of here. So at least now I don't, well, not, never mind, I was going to say, at least I don't see a vehicle waiting that long in the lineup anymore. But clearly, we need rid of one more. Because the lineup is so far, I can actually see it all the way down here. And that's not good at all. So this bank must not be doing very well at all. Wherever it is, I can't even see it. This town has grown so thick and condensed, I can't see where anything is. I have no idea where the bank is. I know it's around there somewhere, but I just do not see it. But anyway, clearly, just by looking at the station, it's not generating much in the way of valuables. So, it's got plenty of mail, but the mail trucks are getting stuck behind all the valuables vehicles, so I'm actually going to palm another one off here. I don't like normally to do multiples at a time, but in this case I think it's justified, because clearly that whole area is just getting clogged with valuables trucks. And that's blocking all the mail, and I don't like that. I don't like it one bit, sir. Anyway. I'd like to put the speed up, but my CPU is still pinned. I'll figure out what's happening there between episodes, so we won't have this trouble in the next episode. Because it's kind of annoying to not be able to put the speed up, even just briefly once in a while, just to clear things like this, like where we're just waiting for a vehicle to get to the depot. There's no reason we should have to wait on normal speed. It's kind of annoying, but anyway. The vehicle's just making its way out of the city now. So that should be showing up over here. There it is. Without those there. Yeah, so there's still a little bit of a lineup, but at least it's not all the way back to here, which is crazy. Well, I'm seeing nothing but valuables. I guess this is the mail trucks when they do come in. There's so much there they can load up instantly and they're just gone. So it really is just the valuables trucks that are noticeable because they're the ones that are stuck. Anyway, this guy here is almost there, so we can take it off the route. Thank you for your service, sir, and goodbye. Alright, well that should help a bit there. It's still going to be a bit backlogged, but that should be better. I don't mind 1 or 2 vehicles waiting, but having, 4 or 5 sitting here at all times, that's just crazy. Anyway, in the meantime, that Lewisburg grain mission completed and was replaced by livestock to Lewis. So this is what I was talking about. It's this factory's picked so often that it was definitely a good investment to put this train, even with this expensive tunnel, because that will help all these missions, keeping them moving faster. Having said that, this is a pretty hefty amount of livestock it's looking for, so this will take a while to finish, but that's okay. That'll be fine. This one's decently well along, but that's a huge order. Let's actually make sure while we're at it that we actually still have a functional mine. That would be good. How far away did I have to go? Wow. Okay, it's functional, although barely. It has very, very, very poor production. So it may actually give up on us before this is complete, and that would not be pleasant. The other one that's close is a coal one over here. Okay, so this coal mine's doing fine. So this one should finish. I mean, it'll take a little bit, but it should have no trouble finishing. What was I doing here? My OCD will not permit this track in the middle of nowhere. Going nowhere. Anyway. Yeah, so that one will be fine. So I'm just worried about this iron ore here, because I don't know that that mine is going to last long enough. Although it looks like... Oh, okay, so I've already fixed this problem. This is already a replacement from a mine that completely collapsed. Got it. Okay, so you have to go, because that mine here has collapsed. Which means I can get rid of that route entirely. And I need to go look for another source of raw material. Where's the next nearest iron ore? Nowhere even remotely near here. Let me see. Well, it looks like there's another one just a bit further down. Somewhere around here. There it is. Okay, then that is what we will do. We're going to add this, tie this one in. Because right now I'm not sure that we're going to complete that mission with the iron we have, so... I think what I'll do is I'll just, instead of completely destroying the station, this whole line, I'll just destroy the station. And then just extend the line. That way we can still use that same train. Might as well. No sense in throwing it away and then rebuilding, paying for another one when we can just reuse the one we've got. And that will be good. Now, if I can see, looks like there's a gap there. It's so hard to see with all these trees. Anyway. Okay. So that's now going to go to a place called Ackdale. Ackdale. Oh, there's your depot there. Okay. That's fine. So, after we go to Bee Grove, which is the one that's going away, Rivers. Oh, okay, that's going to make it easy for us. He'll just invalidate it. That's fine. We're then going to Ackdale Woods. So this is going to be Ackdale Woods, and I'll do that as a full load. Should I do it? Yeah, I'll do a full load. It's going to be slow on the first trip, but that's okay. Right, so now you're in the depot, which means your reliability should be fine. Which means I can send you on your way. Okay. Let's get a view on that. Just make sure I haven't messed this up by having a route that doesn't connect. And once that arrives safely, we know that that road will be fine. And that'll be good. This part should, of course, all be fine because I laid it all before. So it's only when we get past where the old station was that I need to worry. This part will be totally fine. Excuse me. Come on, little train. I know you'd like me to put the speed up, but I can't. Now, without completely trashing the video quality, and I don't really want to do that. Like I said, that I'm seeing frame drops, or frame rate drops even without putting the speed up, so I definitely, and I see a problem already, right there. I'm not rebuilding that entire route, so I will just fix this right here. That will slow the train down, but that's okay. It's good that it can recover instantly like that. Because you gotta look at it from the engineer's standpoint. So he's got his train going at a good 112 kilometers an hour, and all of a sudden he notices that there's no track ahead. He blinks and there's a track there. Must seem very strange. But anyway, this part here, again, should be all okay because I laid this all in one shot. So again, I just want to make sure it actually makes it. It's only at the corners like there and right in front of the station that I might have missed a square, so this spot here looks okay. Excellent. And down here, sometimes don't get the square right in front of the station, but it looks like I got it this time. So I think the train should be fine. I just want to make 100% sure before I call it an episode. I know we're running slightly over, but it's only a little bit. It'll be okay. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be fine. Okay. Excellent. Alright, so there we go, folks. At this point, I'm going to call that an episode. So until next time, stay calm, and I hope you come and chill with me again in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye now.